Mic test, mic test, mic test.
Medals and goodies, may we call in Mr. J.M. Feliciano, our community manager for the players only. First of all, let's go to the statistical leaders. Our first awardee from the Team Brian, who is our statistical leader in the 3-point made, making 5 out of 13 3-point with 38.5%. From Team Brian, Mr. Bong Regaspi. All right, we'll continue for our leader in the field goal attempt with a 60.7% field goal average. From Team JM, may we call in RC Coe. To continue the award, our leader in assists with a total of 41 assists and an 8.2 assists per game. From Team JM, Alec Inigo. Tuloy-tuloy na natin for our second mythical member of our mythical second team with an average points of 21.3, 11.8 rebounds per game, 1.3 assists, a steal and a block per game, and also a leader in free throw with 78.9 free throws. May we call in from Team Nico, JB Velasco. Tuloy na tayo for the second member of the mythical second team with statistical points of 170, 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1 steal. From Team Luigi, Mr. Wesley Ang. Our next member for our mythical second team with a statistical points of 181, with an average of 25.3 points per game, 10.5 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists. From Team Diego, Hans Yu. Our next awardee, with statistical points of 189, with 14.7 points per game, 4.3 rebounds per game, 3 assists and a steal, from Team Chris, Michael Carino. Our, mamaya na. So, tuloy na ako sa 9. 9 na. Okay. Hindi, tawagin na lang natin siya sa mythical. Yung statistical na lang habol natin. Gusto mo? Mamaya na lang. Alright, let's proceed. I will skip the last member of the mythical second team. I'll proceed first to the mythical 5, first team. He has 198 statistical points with an average 16.7 points per game, 6.7 rebounds per game, 1.8 assists per game, 0.8 steals. From Team JM, may we call in Bujet Salting. Our next member of our mythical first team with statistical points, 242 points, 24.7 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, an assist, a steal, from Team JM, Dre Hatamosa. Jerome na. Okay, number 12 muna. Alright, our next awardee from Team Irvin with statistical points of 214, 17.7 points per game, 7.2 rebounds per game, 3 assists with 2.5 steals per game. And also, he is our statistical leader in steals with a total of 15 steals with 2.5 steals per game. From Team Irvin, Jamil Hernandez. Kay kumigad na ako. Our next member for our mythical first team with statistical points of 265 points, double-double on his average, 16 points per game, 15 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists, 1.3 steals per game. From Team Chris, Jerome Kumigad. Oh, ito na. Oh, dapat ito na muna siningit ko pala. Yung alright, tuloy na po natin for our last member of our mythical team, our first mythical team, with statistical points of 314 points, with a whopping 25.2 points per game, 17.7 rebounds per game, 3 assists, 1.3 steals per game. Also, he is our statistical leader in points with a total of 151 points. Also in rebounds with 106 rebounds total. From Team Irvin, Kevin Alagano. And may we request Mr. Kevin Alagano to please stay in the middle of the court because finals, MVP? Season. Our season MVP, again with a total of 314 points, 25.2 points per game, 17.7 rebounds per game, 3 assists, 1.3 steals per game. From Team Irvin, Mr. Kevin Alagano. Finals, MVP, season MVP. Ay, na-word mo na rin ba? Picture na lang. Solo. Ano to, boss? Tuloy na? Okay na?
Silang dalawa mag-award.
Okay. And to award the Sportsmanship Award, may we call in Mr. Brian Anchet, J.M. Feliciano, Mr. J.M. Feliciano, to please award our Sportsmanship Award. The winner of Sportsmanship Award by vote, may we call in from Team Brian, Brian Ancheta. Palisin ko muna. All right, may we request Mr. Brian Ancheta to please come to the middle to award our Captain of the Season. And the winner by voting, our Captain of the Season from Team JM, JM Feliciano. All right, thank you very much. And that concludes our awarding ceremony. And to two teams, may the best team wins. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to our finals of the Players Only Rap League Season 2. And the smoke is clear, and there will be only two teams that will fight it out. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back. Live here at the Gameville Ballpark. You are watching the game two, or rather the final game of the season 2 of the Players Only Draft League, presented to you by Kings of the Court, Sports Plus, PH, Gameville, and Sam's, and that will be a 4-0 run in the last 2 minutes of this ball game by Team Luigi. Let's all remember, Team Chris, our number 1 team, going up against the number 3 team in this tournament. And I've said so many things earlier, pero wala na, tuloy na natin to. At there will be a foul, and this will mean 2 free throws for Frank Gallardo. Frank, a very decent free throw shooter, who was our chosen as best player during that semi-final game against Team Nico. And split charity for Frank Gallardo. 7 minutes and 40 remaining in this ball game. Here's the pick from you. Pineda swings it to the elbow, a miss. Frank Gallardo secured the leather. Here's Lina. Aaron. Swinging that basketball back to Lina. Lina, naiwan niya si De Belen. Pero there was a good tap coming from Benedict Yu. There will be a foul that will be called. Wesley Ang. You picking that 3, hesitating, take that 15-footer, he will make it. It's now a 5-point lead for Team Luigi, who is going for a 1-3-1 zone defense. And a holding foul will be called against number 7, Deo Pineda. That will be his first foul. And the first team foul para sa Team Luigi. Swinging that basketball. And one play for Benedict Yu, as a hand check foul will be called against Aaron Lina. Benedict Yu will go for a three-point play. And he makes it 9-1. Still no field goal for Team Chris. Frank Gallardo, offensive rebound, and there will be a foul. And that will be trouble, as Deo Pineda will have his second foul in this ball game. Still, no field goal. That's the story of this first quarter. Chan on the 18-footer, nothing but net. Great setup by Benedict Yu, papunta kay Eddie Chan, and we will have our mandatory 5-minute substitution. for both teams. Speaking of benches, we have 11 players, complete lineup for Team Luigi. Also for Team Greece, they have that 12-man pool lineup. And there's the mythical member for his introduction to the basketball court. None other than number 13, Nico Comigad. Here's the first try on the three. And the first miss on the three-point attempt coming from Team Luigi. Man. And there's the three-point basket. That's coming from Dons San Juan. Oh, good handoff pass. But it will be a miss. Follow up by Apable. And Alan Apable will get that basket. Carino. Ball movement. Comigad against Mabi. And no problem para kay Nico Comigad as he make his another 2 points, 4 points, our leading scorer para sa Team Chris. Hukom, extra pass to Apable. Apable in trouble as he was guarded well by Team Chris. And there was a block and the traveling will be called. 13-8, just a 5-point lead with 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the game clock. San Juan again, a bit to the right. Defensive rebound secured by Mabi Ferrer. Cruz again. We'll try another one. This time, nothing but net. Para kay Justin Cruz. Man setting up the play. Gives it to Carino. Michael Carino. Slicing. Swings it to the corner. And the first shot coming from Julioso. Misses. And there's Comigad. But he will miss that point blank shot. And it's going to be blue basketball. 8-point lead. Hukom. Cruz again. One more time. 1 out of 3. Para kay Justin Cruz. Julioso picking that 3. And there will be a pushing foul. On number 12. Justin Cruz, his first personal. 13 foul. Almost a steal on the inbound. San Juan. Here's Julioso. Lalabas ka pa. PJ Julioso with his first 3 in this ball game. 16-11. Now a 5-point lead. Hukom to Apable. Clasio asking for that basketball. Asking for some ball movement. Apable, faking, driving, and a traveling will be called. Man setting up the play. Carino with that elbow jumper miss. Hukom with the rebound. Hukom tuloy-tuloy. Hukom. He will be pushed by Carino. A foul will be called. That will be the first foul of Carino. Hard pick coming from Mabi Ferrer and Clarence Clasio with a running shot. Putting that lead back to 7. Kumigad will go for the last shot. 8 seconds remaining. Kumigad swings it to Carino. Carino for 3. Block. But there's Kumigad. Nico Kumigad getting that air ball and converting it to points. We will end our first quarter 18-13. Stand by for the second quarter of the Players Only, powered by Kings of the Court. Back to the ball game. It's the second quarter. A 5-point lead by Team Luigi against Team Chris. Short on the jumper. Coming from Dwayne. And Dwayne Dillard. Sasabit siya dun sa veteran move na pinakita ni Wesley Ang. And not in the act of shooting, so it's an inbound possession. Dangerous pass, but Ang sees an opening. Kick out to Luigi. Luigi Ramirez misses. Dwayne Dillard with a 6 securing that rebound. Here's Aaron Lina. Aaron, hand up. Frank Gallardo will be fouled by Pineda, and that will be his third personal foul. Frank Gallardo now will shoot another 2 free throws. Bit strong. Split charity for Frank. Wesley. And that ball was tapped. Last touch will be called against Matthew De Leon. Dwayne. Lina against Luigi Ramirez. Hand up to Frank. And power play move by Frank. And Wesley Ang cannot do anything about that. The lead is now cut down to just 2, 18-16. And from the 4-point area, good challenge coming from Jordan Samar. Aaron Lina. Frank Gallardo will try his own 3. A miss. De Leon. Good rebound. Pablo, or rather Pineda. Deo. Zigzagging. And he will be bumped by Jordan. And Jordan will be called for a blocking foul. And Deo will be substitute here as he has now 3 personal fouls. Wesley Ang. And good 19-footer. That's Eddie Chan. That's now 4 points already. Dwayne Dillard. Good defense coming from Team Luigi. He stops. He pops on the 4-point area. He missed. Tapigan ng bola. It goes to Dillard. Dwayne Dillard. Dwayne. Blocked by Ferrer. Wesley Ang now on the attack. Blocked from behind by Jordan. Good defense by Jordan Samar. And of course, with that help coming from Frank Gallardo. 17 seconds on the shot clock for Team Luigi. De Leon. Again, here's Eddie Chan. He will miss. Ball will stay with Team Luigi. Pereira with the inbound. Ramirez. Chan. Ang. Ang guarded by San Juan. And Wesley Ang foul baiting. Hindi tatawagan yun. And that will be traveling. That will be traveling. Eddie. Back to Eddie. Eddie again on the same spot where he made that shot. Offensive rebound by De Leon. Ang comes closer. Back to Eddie Chan. Eddie Chan misses. Tapigan ng bola. And there's the hustle coming from Matthew De Leon. Ang now. Wesley. Step back. Kaboom! And the mandatory 5-man substitution.
Sa'yo lang. Bumaba sa kanya.
23-16. Man. Kumigad. Goes to Frank Gallardo to the post. He will miss that one. Hukom running with the basketball. Clasio hesitating. Umatras ng konti. Sablay. Another offensive rebound para kay Hukom. Clasio swings it to the corner. Open at the corner. Trey! Back-to-back three. This time coming from Benedict Yu of Team Luigi. And the lead is now up to double digit, 26-16. Man to Carino. Carino zigzagging, and Frank Gallardo will bulldoze his way inside the paint. Clarence Clasio gives it to Vince Hukom. Vince again, one more try, this time short. But there's Alan Apable, offensive rebound. Blocked by two big men. Casio. Yu sidestepping. Kick out to Hukom. Extra pass. Casio to Hukom. That ball is good. And Hukom with the steal. Casio. Yu. Hukom against Yu picking. And that time, the ball will be stealed by Carino. Battle for the loose ball. Good tap. Good hustle by Team Luigi. Clarence Casio. Cross court. And too tight on that pass. Here's Carino. Carino blocked by Hukom. Good save by Vince. Mabi Ferrer. To Casio. Hukom will try his own three. Too strong. Carino running. Cross court to Man. Man on the pass break. Miscalculated his layup. With that speed, Clasio. Clasio against Man. Hukom. Medyo malambot yung pasa. Apable forcing that shot. And Man again on the run. This time he gives it to Carino, and that is another too strong layup. 2 minutes in the second quarter remaining. Here's Clarence. Clasio, hand up. Apable being doubled. Apable. Miss. And a steal from behind. Mabi Ferrer sneaking with the layup. He will miss. 2-on-1. Man against Hukom. Or rather, Carino against Hukom. And with that basket, a timeout will be called by Team Luigi. Magbabalik po ang Players Only Draft League presented to you by Kings of the Court. And we're back. And we are back to the ball game. And no team has yet reached the double digit in this quarter. Cruz, you. And big rebound by the smallest man on the basketball court. That's Clarence Clasio. Clasio. And here's Cruz. This time, that ball is short. Less than a minute remaining. As Wesley Ang will replace Clasio. And Lina, Aaron Lina with that jumper. Cutting that lead to just 4. So it's now a 6-0 run after Team Luigi make it a 10-point lead. Oh, what a hang time! But a missed shot by Justin Cruz. Dwayne Dillard gives it to Aaron Lina. Aaron will milk the clock and will go for the last shot. 26-22. 5 seconds. Lina to the corner. And that jumper will be short from Carino, and we will end the quarter with a very low scoring quarter. 26-22. Team Luigi still leading by 4 points. Magbabalik tayo for the second half of this finals of the Players Only Draft League Season 2. And we're back to the ball game. 26-22. A 4-point lead by Team Luigi, the number 3 team, against the number 1 team, Team Chris. And as we go to the study of the first half, both teams are not shooting very well on their field goals. Below 30% para rito sa Team Chris, while Team Luigi is just above a bit from that 30% average or 30% field goal. Pineda, 15-footer from a pass coming from Justin Cruz. And that will be the first basket para sa ating second half. While on the 3-point field goal, doon medyo nakalamang ng maganda ng konti with above 40% itong Team Luigi compared to just less than 40% naman ng Team Chris. And of course, pagdating sa rebound, yung offensive rebound is also a big factor why Team Luigi is leading. And that is a good jumper coming from Aaron Lina in front of Wesley Ang. Cruz goes to Ang at the post against Carino. Ang being doubled. Kick out from the 3. Kaboom! Benedict Hugh with that will be his third 3-pointer in this ball game. Frank Gallardo running shot, miss, battle for the rebound. Deo Pineda says, "This ball is mine." Cruz now with the basketball. Cruz umatake dire-diretso against Gallardo. Tinapik ang bola. And last touch will be the white team. So fresh 14 seconds para sa Team Luigi. De Belen with another offensive rebound, and Pineda, that will be an N1 play. De Belen, good hustle. That basket will not be made possible without the hustle of Matthew De Leon. And Deo Pineda, short. Cannot complete the 3-point play. Back to a 9-point lead, 33-24. And again, the field goal woes continue para sa Team Chris. Aaron Lina, step back 3, bang! Lina stepping up big time in this ball game as his teammate is not having a very good shooting percentage. Ang against Carino. Ang backing down Carino. Ang picking. Setting up. Finding you and another rebound by Matthew De Leon. And again, that offensive rebound that I'm telling you, nakakaapat na itong si Matthew De Leon. Stops, pops, miss, and this time Dwayne Dillard secure the letter. Aaron Lina against Wesley Ang. Aaron Carino with a jumper. Sasabit si Matthew De Leon. Tatama ron sa braso. And Carino, Michael Carino will be shooting 2 free throws. Mabe Ferrer checking back in to add more ceiling and also giving a rest to Matthew De Leon. So for Team Luigi, it's Ferrer, Pineda, Cruz, Yu, and Ang, while we have Dillard, Comigad, Carino, Lina, and Gallardo para sa Team Chris. And 2 for 2 para kay Michael Carino. Back to a 4-point lead. Both teams have 7-point output in this third quarter. Short on the jumper this time from Deo Pineda. Aaron Lina. Inside pass. Comigad wants to get that fourth personal foul of Deo, but he will miss. Cruz will lose the leather. Lina attacking, and a blocking foul will be called against Mabi Perer. That will be his first personal. Clarence Clasio checking in, replacing Justin Cruz. And there will be a turnover from that inbound. Ang against Jerk. At si Ang will use his experience against a much younger Jerk Buenbiaje. And Ang will have his 2 free throws. Two for two for Wesley Ang. There's a drive and a good tap, but Aaron Lina will not lose his control on that ball. You blocked by Gallardo. Mabi Perer, back to you, and you will be pushed by Frank Gallardo. That will be the second foul of Frank Gallardo, and you will shoot 2 free throws. And let's just greet some of the viewers na nanonood, especially the 16 viewers. Adeline Natamosa, Jelly D. Ang, and other players. Daryl Grace is also watching. Magandang gabi po sa inyo at maraming salamat for watching the Players Only Draft League Season 2 Finals. This is Coach John Hapos giving you the nakasama ninyo during the playoff games for this coverage of the Players Only. And Aaron Yu making it a 5-point lead, 36-31. Aaron Lina carrying the burden. And there's another step back three. He will miss. And papabayaan na ni Benedict Yu. Lumabas yung bola, and here's checking back in is Bin Sukom. At ito yung magandang ginawa talaga ng Team Luigi last time around. Yung pagpapalit ng players. Is serving each player every quarter. Maximizing. Oh, what a move! What a move from Clarence Clasio! Malajani Abarientos move yun. That was a great attack from the baseline by Clarence Clasio, and Team Chris was forced to call a timeout. We'll be back after some few reminders. We're back to the ball game. Jordan Samar checking back in. Aaron gives it to Comigad. Comigad Medyo limited yung tira niya, but there's another great post move by Frank Gallardo, and that assist will be credited to Nico Kumikad. And that time, sasabit na si Jordan, at yun yung kanina pang inaantay ni Ang, at kita naman natin kanina inabot niya na, nasupalpal niya from behind kaya talagang na-attempt itong si Jordan Samar to block that para isupalpal or i-block yung tira. Ang making the first. He also make the second. Four out of 5 para kay Ang, kay Wesley sa free throw area, and back to a 7-point lead. Lina being pressured by Clarence Clasio. Dillard against Pereira. Entry pass. And Pineda getting that steal. Here's Wesley Ang pushing the ball. Wesley gives it to Pineda against Kumikad. Tapigan ng bola. Napunta kay Kumikad. Lina to Kumikad. Kumikad, double team. Kumikad improvising. Good help defense by Mabi Pereira on the foul trouble Pineda, and Pineda will be replaced by Apable. Two minutes and 50 of the third quarter. Nasa penalty na ang Team Chris. Samantalang a foul to give still para sa Team Luigi. Hukom gives it to Clasio. Clasio against Lina. Getting a big pick. Pable against Kumikad. Reverse layup. Sasablay. Good defense coming from Kumikad. Here's Nico. Nico on the drive. Nico. Carino running shot. Too strong. Tapika. Napunta kay Clasio. 2-on-1 now. Clasio. Blocked by Lina. Not in my house, says Aaron Lina on Clarence Clasio. And we have some substitution for both teams. Ang faking against Carino. Ang doubled. Here's the handoff to Chan. Chan misses. It's now a 4-on-1. 4-on-2. 2-on-2. And that will trickle in para kay Carino, and another assist this time for Lina. Hukom now. Hukom will be pushed by Daniel San Juan. So that will be 2 free throws, and Clasio will be replaced by Luigi Ramirez. Hukom misses both free throws, 41-35. And good jumper by Aaron Lina. Using that pick of Dwayne Dillard, getting that enough space. Back to a 4-point lead. The closest lead na nakalapit itong Team Chris since that 10-point lead. And tumama. Good hustle, good tap by Michael Carino. Tumama sa sapatos ni Wesley Ang. And here's Justin Cruz checking back in, replacing Luigi Ramirez. Lina bang! This is Aaron Lina show in the third quarter. Back just a 1-point lead. And the Team Chris is now knocking at the door. Hukom. Justin faking. Back to Hukom. Blocked by Comigad. Nico Comigad. San Juan to Carino. In and out. Comigad muscles his way. And now Pablo wants to hold him. But first there will be, the referee will compare with each other. They will talk. Also the table official. Kung pasok pa sa ating oras. Basket counts for Nico Comigad, and this will be our first lead change of the ball game. As before we go to the end of the third quarter, Nico Comigad will take another free throw. Or will take the bonus free throw. 0.3 seconds remaining. Babalik talaga yan. Yung 0.3 na yan as new FIBA rules. And that will be it. We will end the quarter 44-41. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter. And we're back to the fourth and final quarter. That's our scoreboard. Team Chris will now enjoy. Tama, no? 2-point lead lang. Dahil galing sa... Taga. We have some officials timeout. 43-41. Tama yung score natin. Dahil galing ito sa 41-40. At nagkaroon ng 3-point play si Comigad at the end of the quarter. So it's 43-41, a 2-point lead. Our first lead change, and that's the ball movement. Carino will miss, and another rebound para kay De Belen. Ang sasabit sa braso as he put down his hand. Ang will now shoot 2 free throws. This is a good example. It's not how important if you scored a basket or not, but controlling the board. Because a lot of time, the team that controls the board wins the ball game. And this will be our first deadlock of the ball game. This is the finals. Live here at the Gameville Ballpark. Coach John Hapos giving you the live action. The finals of the Season 2 of the Players Only Drop League. And there's a steal. Benedict Yu against Lina. He will be out of control of that layup. Lina against Pineda. Carino from the 18-footer. In and out. Kumigad. Pass ball. And that will be the fourth foul. That will be the fourth personal foul. This is trouble para sa Team Luigi. Pineda, one of their most consistent big man, is now in foul trouble with fourth personal foul. Carino, Lina, Aaron from the 4-point area. Nothing can we say with this game tonight. He is really on fire. Looking for a foul from Carino. Good defense from Carino. Good discipline on not tapping that ball. Aaron Lina. This time Carino. Carino to Gallardo. Kumikad. Getting that extra pass. Lina again. Lina. Gallardo. Jumper. Good para kay Carino. And a timeout will be called by Team Luigi. Looking for an answer. Tignan natin kung anong mapapag-usapan after this timeout. We'll be coming back. And we're back to the ball game. Still a long way to go. 7 minutes and 31. Can Team Luigi recover after holding to that lead? And the veteran move, but looking for a foul. But there will be no foul as you are the one who creating that contact. Wesleyan cutting that lead to 3. A single possession ball game. Lina, Kumigad, Dillard, short, and a foul on Mabi Pereira. That is a hard one. So tingnan natin kung magbabago yung tira ni Pereira making the first, or rather Gallardo making the first. Too strong on the second one. Pineda against Gallardo. And setting up. Easy 2-point yun para kay Eddie Chan. Gallardo. Back to Aaron. Aaron asking for a pick. Tapikan ng bola. But control will not be on the side of Team Luigi. And he check. Aaron Lina. That might be his fifth 3-pointer in this ball game. Hindi ko na mabilang. And another powerful move coming from Ang. Westy Ang wants to keep this game very close. Aaron Lina, he checked! This time short, but he will get this long rebound. Carino. And still, Dillard struggling to make a point in this ball game. Lina, 7 to shoot. 2 seconds. Kumikad throwing that ball. And it did not hit the ring. And that will be 24-second shot clock violation. Or there will be a timeout from Team Luigi. Will be coming back. We're back to the ball game. 52-49. 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Pineda. Easy shot in front of Kumigad. No defense at all on that jumper from the 8-footer. And the lead is now cut down to 1. Lina against Ang. Carino with a jumper. He will miss. Offensive rebound this time. Nakakukuha naman. Nagkabaliktad na ng storya. Kumikad. And Carino will miss that one. Stop from the 3. Bang! That is a big pass break run by Team Luigi, stopping at the 3-point area with that 1001 confidence coming from Benedict Yu. Aaron Lina, Kumikad to Carino. Hand up to Gallardo, forcing that one. He will miss. Another rebound para kay Eddie Chan. Bring down that basketball now. Pineda, 17-footer. Good shot, but not the best possible one as they have some clock to use. Three on one. And that pass break run again. Wesley Ang to Benedict Yu. And the lead is back to 4 para sa Team Luigi. Team Chris will be forced to call a timeout. We'll be back after that break. (56-52). Uh, 6-0 run by Team Luigi. Nico Kumigad will try his 3. Tapigan ng bola. Carino. will be the last one who tapped that ball. Good call by our official. It's a man-to-man defense coming from Team Chris. And a holding foul will be called against Michael Carino. That will be the second team foul for Team Chris. Likewise, also with 2 team fouls is Team Luigi. Both also have a timeout left. 2 minutes and 49 seconds in the clock. Benedict. Oh, it trickled out. That would have been a 7-point swing para kay Benedict if he had made that shot. Aaron Lina. Aaron. Comigad. Aaron. Aaron, a steal. And Pineda using his speed against Dwayne Dillard. And the lead is back to 6. 58-52. As we are now almost in the twilight zone. And it's now our last 2 minutes of the ball game. Comigad being doubled. Lina. Bang! Aaron Lina cannot be stopped from that rainbow territory. He cuts the lead back to 3. Back to a possession ball game. Mabi. Ferrer. Hand up to Ang. Ang guarded by Michael Carino. Wesley. Getting a pick. Benedict. Short. And that ball will hit the baseline. A minute and 27. Kapit. Mga kabola sa ating 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining of this final. Another 3. A miss. Running now is Team Luigi. Benedict with his 7-point swing in this fourth quarter. The last 7 points of Team Luigi, all coming from Benedict Q. Aaron Lina to Nico Comigad. Nico back to Lina. Lina defended well. Lina hand up, hindi masasalo ni Frank Gallardo. 53.4 seconds. A 2-possession ball game. This is not yet over. Team Luigi need to still score in this possession. They cannot just hold on to that basketball and it's traveling. That's bad spacing on the offensive end para sa Team Luigi. And that will be a warning for delay of the ball game. And it was a technical foul against Wesley Ang. Wesley Ang needs to focus back on the ball game. Four-point lead, 43.1 seconds remaining. Comigad. Dillard makes his first basket, the first field goal in the ball game, where it matters most. And the lead is cut down to just 2. Mabi Ferrer gives it to Eddie Chan. Pineda against Comigad. Hand up to Ang. Ang. Eddie Chan. Pineda, libre sa 15-footer. Sasablay, tabi ka ng bola. Kumigat, secure that rebound. Shot clock will be up. Will they go for the win? Or will we have another 5 minutes in this ball game? Gallardo! Gallardo! In and out! Ang will hold to that ball! And Team Luigi will escape with the final trophy with that Gallardo fadeaway miss. What a turn-up event from this ball game. And that will be it. And ako po ililipat na sa kabila at magpapaalam na for our awarding ceremony. Maraming salamat sa mga nanood sa live. This is Coach Jan Nabo. Stand by for the awarding ceremony. Two of the players only, Team Luigi. And giving the trophy to Team Luigi is our community manager, Mr. J.M. Feliciano. And while the Team Luigi is celebrating in the middle and taking that photo op, i-award na rin natin ang finals MVP with that 7-point swing in the last 3 minutes of this fourth quarter, giving his team that lead back from Team Luigi with 21 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Your finals MVP, 0-0, Benedict Yu. Giving the finals MVP medal and the goodies is J.M. Feliciano, our community manager. And that's conclude our Drop League Players Only Season 2 of the Kings of the Court, Sam's Sports Plus.ph. See you on the Season 3. Good night and keep smiling, everyone.